Good morning, everybody. My name is Diane Sassano, and I am coming to you from the Healing Home, which is my Facebook page, and that is my healing practice. Today, we're going to talk about for the woman who knows that she's meant for more. I get a lot of questions asked by my clients that are coming from issues of toxicity in relationships, narcissism, and just coming from a place where they want to reconnect with themselves and they're not sure how, because there's so much static out in the world about selfishness, about them being made to feel guilty because they want to heal, themselves. And when they heal themselves, they heal everybody within their energy, including their children. And as a woman, which is the majority of my practice, so I'm going to answer some questions today for you. And please comment, ask me a question. That's what I'm here for. I'm more than happy to help you. So we want to take a deep dive into the inner world, and we want for you to reconnect with that power and empower yourself as a woman. I know that on this journey of self-awareness and self-love, we want to transform, and we think that it's going to happen by listening and reading and and taking advice from people. All that is meant well. But as a person that had my own coaches going through life, I know that you need that person that holds you accountable. You need a mentor or a coach to help you along this journey. And with the grace of God, I've met quite a few people, always at the pivotal point where I had to have a shift or a transformation in my life. And I thank those people for coming along on my journey, and they're still here in my life. And that also creates support and community always for someone that you can always reconnect with somewhere along on your path. So know that the more that you stall and the more that you keep saying, yes, I want to, it's not going to happen. You have to have actions behind your words, and you have to realize that all the things that keep introducing themselves or reintroducing them into your life is patterns of past. So to be present and to have a great present and a great future, you must heal your past. And so there's tools that I have that I can give you, and I have different methodologies that I use. But I do know that regardless of all the formal education that we have and all the time that we waste, all the energy that we put into trying to solve problems, we just get this gambit of confusion, and we have no congruency in our life. So I know that if you have dreams, right, and projects and ideas that you feel you can't make them become a reality because you feel that you're not good enough, or you're in a circle, that inner critic in you that says that, oh gosh, no, I can't do this. You have that self-doubt and you feel unworthy, and then you feel small. But deep down inside, you need to check yourself and realize that you do have the potential to be and do anything that you put your mind to. But there's also a lack of self-confidence that you feel maybe be holding you back. And this, I say, is because when you start tapping into your inner self, that inner critic, which is your ego, always tells you, well, why move forward? Well, why do this? Because we're kind of comfortable right where we are. And then there's your intuitive self that says, no, I don't want to be here. I need to move forward, but I don't know how. I'm confused. When I start doing this or going down this path, there's so many other things that take place in my life that pull me away from this. This is why I always recommend to have a coach or a mentor, someone that holds you accountable and can guide you along the journey, and bring you back to the best life possible that you can live, because that's what you're born to do. You are designed, and it is your birthright to live the life that you were born to live. Okay, sometimes I know in my practice that women don't see this within themselves. And even when you tell them, it's hard for them to grasp, is that possible? They have that self-doubt, they have that imposter syndrome. Can I really do this? Can I be this person that, that I imagined, that I see in my mind that I am? Yes, you can. It's all there, because if you're having these moments of clarity and you just don't know how to proceed along those lines, how to get there, this is the way that you do these things. So, and I know that along with that comes a lot of, the skills that you have may not be where you need to have them to help you level up in those areas, or you feel scared, or you feel like you don't want to be rejected, criticized, or judged. I get all that. But that is just your ego telling you, or your limiting beliefs telling you that you can't get to where you want to be, and your intuition is telling you that this is where you need to be. So it's an inner struggle. So if you do have trouble finding this beautiful place within yourself, this physical, mental, emotional, spiritual journey that you so want to take, you need to stop now and ask yourself, am I going to keep talking about this, or am I going to do something about this? I get a lot of people that ask me a lot of questions, and when I give them the guidelines what to do, they end up not doing it because they don't have any accountability. So they want to hear the words in that moment. They just want that feel-good moment. But to really transform and to shift your life, you need to do the homework. I can only facilitate it, or another coach or whomever you are with can only facilitate it. But you do the real work. You do the real healing. And we're just like the jumper cables that get you there and hold you accountable to that. So what I know to be true about every woman is that we are all different, unique, and we're unrepeatable, where there is nobody like us in the world. We have a specific purpose that we need to fulfill. And your passions that you have, that you choose, right? There's no other way you can get around that, because it's something that you were born with, that you wrote in your book of life, that you were going to come here into this world and that you were going to fulfill. So I can tell you that you have all this within you. It's just learning how to access it and access your higher self. You do have the ability to serve the world in your own unique way. And it's a shame that if you stay silent, or if you don't explore and go on that journey. And people think, well, this manifesting law of attraction, I don't know how to make it work. Abundance is yours. It's your birthright. There is plenty for everybody to go around. You just have to be able to understand where your mindset is, and let's get that going, and let's get that changed. You can change not only your personal life, but you can also change your business, because when you change everything within yourself, or the things that need to be healed, you start seeing the momentum, you start seeing the shifts in your life, you start seeing everything just beautifully, just coming together, because the universe clears the path for you when you start doing the work. And that's what the beautiful thing is about. So I'm going to talk about healing, which is the first step that I do in my practice. I have a dialogue with you, and I feel you, because I am a medium and a psychic also. And I can feel sometimes what you don't know how to articulate, or you're not sure. You may call it one thing and it could be something else, actually, a fear or a phobia, a limiting belief, a trauma, or something, depending on what it is. The first thing I can tell you that we do is we learn to reset the mind, which is your mindset. Your mindset basically controls everything that you do, because it's a pattern that you need to shift out of, which includes limiting beliefs, negative thoughts, negative programming. And it keeps you stuck in that place where you feel like you're never going to get to the next step, because you're stuck right where you are and you don't know how to move forward. This is what I do. This is how I help you go from where you are, or into where you want to be. And it doesn't take as long as you think it does, but then again, we go back to, how much time and energy are you willing to invest in yourself? And that is all the pre-programming is, with all those things that I spoke about before. So I can tell you that involves a lot of emotional and healing, facing a lot of, childhood traumas that you went through. And you look at it now as an adult and you say, but, that's a kid, that happened to me when I was a kid. It doesn't, have a bearing on where I am now in my life. And I can tell you that it extremely and absolutely does have a bearing on where you are, because it is holding you back to reach the potential that you're here for, to give to this world. So you're holding your own self back, basically. So, and then the next step I do is reconnecting. And when I say reconnecting, I reconnecting to that inner person, that inner badass, who you are, and where you want to be and where you want to go, and all these things that you have churning inside of you, and you don't know how to make it ready for the world. You don't know how to make it ready for yourself. You don't know how to find the steps from there to there. That's what I help you with. Remember, everything you do in my programs is that, my programs, I don't tell you to do my program. I design my programs around you. I don't design you around my program. So, they're all tailored, fitted for, whatever, the case is or your issues are. And the next step is coming into alignment and taking action on that alignment. When you want to go towards your dreams, you have to learn that, you can't just snap your fingers and it's going to happen. You have to undo all the things from your whole life that were programmed into you, that told you that you weren't good enough, that, all the self-shame, everything that was programmed into you, telling you that you have to be perfect. All these negative and sometimes you think irreversible things that happen to you can't be changed. They definitely can be changed. And I can tell you this, I've worked with hundreds of women and some men to help them break these limiting beliefs and patterns in their life. You can have everything and anything that you want in life. And it's not a matter of only believing. It's a matter of just shifting your mindset and healing all your past wounds, basically, that you have within you. The dreams come from a space of self-love, from your own authenticity, having confidence, listening to that inner knowing that we're all born with. If you can connect with yourself, right, and you can connect and claim your birthright, what is yours. So we need to find this place where you are and where you're supposed to be in the world. And that's how you get certainty and clarity, because that's huge. Understanding the certainty and clarity, knowing where you were to where you want to go. And that's how I help you with the framework that I have. I can pretty much guarantee you that the outcome if you work with me, is that you have a stronger sense of confidence, 100%. You have an understanding of your value as a human being and as a woman, personally and professionally. You'll be more in tune with your emotional, right, and your inner wisdom, because you do have an inner wisdom. You'll know how to navigate challenges, and especially your challenging emotions. You'll have a purpose and clarity on connecting on the path that you're supposed to be on in your life. Because most people say they don't know what their purpose is in life or their path is. Well, how can you see it if there's a fog, basically? And, you have all these other things that you don't realize are holding you back, but something is. So is that kind of like that static energy, that stuckness that you don't know how to get past. And then you can connect with your power and your leadership. And that's basically like what I want to tap into today. because it's a lot of, I get asked a lot of the same questions over and over and over again. How do I do this? How do I make the change? Is this going to happen overnight? When will I see this? You will feel it and you will see it, because the things that are holding you back now will tend to move out of the way, because you're then connecting with your inner being and you're knowing the right path that you need to go on. And most people think that they shouldn't invest in themselves, but even the richest people and the CEOs and the presidents and all these people, how they get to where they get is because they've done the work on themselves. So if you're looking to have a great business or start a business or wherever you're at, and you have these aspirations and these dreams, don't ever give them up. And if you find yourself in a difficult and just like you're just not getting anywhere, and you find yourself in the same relationships with the same kind of patterns, the same kind of people, it's telling you need to start healing the things within yourself. You need to stop blaming other people for where you are in your life. You make your own choices of where you want to be and with whom you want to be. So if you want to be in a better place with better relationships, with your parents, with your coworkers, with your significant other, then you need to start doing the work on yourself. So everything will come back into alignment, for you and with you. And it doesn't just happen because you have a conversation with me. It takes work. So you have to look at yourself and you have to say, I am worth this. I am worth investing in myself, because I do want to have a better life. I deserve to have a better life. And you're so worthy of having this. But this mental block that we have around, wanting to heal ourselves, we have so much shame and guilt in wanting to do something for ourselves. Let me tell you, it's a bunch of BS. If you don't take the time to do what's needed for you now, you're only going to see the repeated patterns in your children. And I can guarantee this, because everything that you have, you will definitely model to your children. So, take a moment and just think on what I just said. Everything that you see in yourself that maybe you don't want or you don't like, or you're not comfortable with, you definitely are modeling it to your children. So if that doesn't give you cause to want to heal yourself, I don't know what else will. So if you're up for the challenge and know that you are worthy to do this, connect with me. I'll be more than happy to have a discovery call with you, which is is free for 60 minutes, and we can go through, and I'll ask you some questions, and we'll find the baseline of where you are and where you want to be. And that's what I do for people. I love helping people, and that's my purpose here in this life. But that definitely is the issues that, I'm going to deal with today. And I'll talk more, like maybe once a week I'll come on here and I'll talk about different issues and stuff like that. But I've been getting a lot of questions, and I get a lot of emails and messages. So I figured it was just best for me to come on and talk about this primarily. So if you are interested, you can reach out to me. You can send me a PM or a DM, or go to my page, please, and look at all the value that I give. It's Diane Sassano on Facebook. Just see my face, it's there. And DM me, and I will more than happily send you a calendar link, and we can set up a time to meet, and let's get you going where you want to be in life. You don't have to be where you are if you're not happy. You deserve happiness. You deserve to live the life you were born to live. And if that doesn't give you a push, I don't know what else to tell you. But I'd be happy to talk to you, and let's see where we'll go. Let's see if we're a fit. So again, my name is Diane Sassano, and my company is The Healing Home. And you can find me on Facebook, and send me a DM or a PM, and I'll be more than happy, if you'd like, send you a calendar link and we can talk more. And of course, I always wish you light and love and many blessings to you, and have a beautiful day.